Howdy, it's Jim Arado, and this is late May 2024. We are on Mackinac Island, Michigan. Mackinac Island, Michigan. There's the post office, and showed a ferry earlier that brought us over to the island. There is Fort Mackinac. So much to see here on Mackinac Island. It is just a famous island. A famous tourist spot. It's on a lot of people's bucket list. And there's just a lot to do on a very small island when you think about it. Yeah, we finally made it here. We planned on coming to Mackinac Island about a year earlier. We were in Michigan in early May 2023. I've put up some videos. We planned on coming here, but it was a snowy day. And really, their season doesn't start until a little bit later into May. We even had somebody tell us, "Oh, you don't want to go over there now. Nothing's going to be open." So that happened. But we wanted to get back over. We came back a year later, and instead of just allowing a day trip, we were able to spend 3 nights on Mackinac Island. I'm going to put up some other videos about some of our favorite things that we saw. We did stay at the very nice Mativier Inn. Very, very nice bed and breakfast. And I'm glad we stayed there instead of some more better known places. It was cozy, and it wasn't near the crowds, but it was still close enough that we could walk within a couple minutes to the places we wanted to go to. And of course there is the Mackinac Bridge in the background. So much, when you think of Mackinac Island, there are certain things you think of. You think of the Mackinac Bridge, which doesn't lead to the island, but you can see it. You think of ferries taking you over to the island. You think of carriages and carriage rides because they do not allow cars here. Of course, you see lots of horses, mostly pulling the carriages. Again, no cars, which is just kind of odd, but enjoyable, and it definitely gives the island some character. They have the carriage rides. There's one of the carriages you can take and get kind of a good look around the island. Of course, the island is known for the 1979 movie Somewhere in Time with Christopher Reeves and Jane Seymour, filmed at the Grand Hotel on Mackinac Island. A great movie, by the way. I mean, you have to love that movie. And I read a book while we were on the island. I bought a copy and read it, Somewhere in Crime, by Dave McVeigh and Jim Baloney. I'm not sure how that's pronounced. Kind of a nice little, it's fiction, but it's about a kid trying to solve a crime on the island while the movie is being filmed. And again, it's pure fiction, but it's set on the island at the time the movie's being made. I also picked up Jonathan Rand's Michigan Chillers, which is Mayhem on Mackinac Island. More of a kid's book, but the cover looked really cool, and I had to pick it up. I also bought a copy for a young friend. But just kind of a fun, kind of fantasy book set on Mackinac Island. And I also read Haunts of Mackinac by Todd Clements, which has some ghost stories about some of the places on the island, and it's really well written and researched. You get a lot for your money with that book. Anyway, I like to read books about places before I go or while I'm there, and just thought I'd mention those. Anyway, yeah, we stayed 3 days, 3 nights, 3 days on the island, and just had a nice time. Took a carriage ride. We saw the fort. Ate at some places. We did go to the Grand Hotel. They charge, just for what it's worth, they charge you $12 to come and look around if you're not a guest. And of course you're there. You gotta go. And it is a special hotel. It is amazing. It's over the top. But I did see they are sticklers, and I saw staff ask guests there to show them their key card or whatever they needed to show that they were staying at the hotel, which I thought that would be a hassle.
harbor view. I looked at like 10 different places and settled.
Like I said, we're going to put up some other videos. Really enjoyed this trip, and I'm looking forward to getting back over there. I'd love to hear from anybody that lives on the island, or any other travelers who've been there. I'd love to hear your thoughts on Mackinac Island.
I got the two